Sorry about that. MC Golem here. And I'm actually remaking another video that I had already did yesterday. I tried to do it and then I had lost all my audio. So, scoot up a little bit. Don't got the webcam. I'm using one of my Windows computers that are just slow as hell. So, we're going to get better with that. But anyway, what we're going to be doing is rating the Pokemon mainline games. Oh God! I knew y'all see that avatar background. All right, Jesus Christ. See, this is why I like using the Mac. There are not a lot of options for me to record on that. We'll get that handled soon. We can get back to the Mac. So basically, as you see, there are S tier, A tier, B tier, C tier, and D tier. Of course, being the lowest. Anywho, we're going to go ahead and get it started. Like I said, last time I did it, it ran about 20 minutes. Hopefully that's not the case this time. So, let's go ahead and start our rating. What I'm going to do is games that kind of get paired with each other. Ironically, I'm going to go ahead and kind of put those on the same tier. You know, like if I'm playing Dominant, if I do Diamond and Pearl, they're going to roll together because they're almost essentially the same game. But a game like Platinum, like a third release, like Platinum or Emerald, I would probably separate them simply for the fact that, additional content and stuff like that. All right, so let's go ahead and get started. We're just going to go in order. Like, we're not going to go Gen 1, Gen 2, nothing like that, because we're just going to go in order. So, the Gen 3 remakes are the first thing on here. Alpha Sapphire, Omega Ruby. We're going to go ahead and put those in S tier. Where's Omega Ruby? Yeah, we're going to go ahead and put those in the S tier. And the reason we're putting these in the S tier is because obviously they're beautiful remakes. They listen to some of the critics that they had from the original game with the amount of water and the amount of surfing that you had to do. They let you, ride on Mega Latios or Latios, go through the forums, find multiple legendaries, introduce a new way to hunt Pokemon through the PokeNav. And like I said, it kind of stays true to the classic, but adds more. It doesn't really leave much to be desired besides the absence of a Battle Frontier. But they do add in a Delta episode. You know what I'm saying? So it'll let you get a Rayquaza pretty easy. Really epic fight against Deoxys. An opportunity to catch Deoxys in game for the first time. So like I said, very great. Oh, also the introduction of new Megas, which was something that was very welcomed since X and Y came out. And it's a shame that they don't have that now, but this is probably a peak of that. You know what I'm saying? They didn't give any new Megas in Sun and Moon as far as my knowledge is concerned, so this is really the peak of Mega Evolution so far. We'll see going forward with the Shining Diamond, Brilliant Diamond, Shining Pearl. All right, so going up next, Black 2 and White 2. I'm going to put Black 2 and White 2, let's put those in the A tier. Last time I think I put them in S tier. Well, going back, we're going to put them in the A tier. So where's White 2? Perfect. All right. And the reason they get up so high is, obviously, I don't know what the hate was with the Unova region, but like I said, I like the Unova games. And Black 2, White 2 stayed true to actually being a sequel, adding more to the situation. Let's see, the guaranteed shiny, the alternative forms, Reshiram and Zekrom, different storylines, new characters, new rival, the quest of getting Ends Pokemon. It's so much in there built into that game. And don't even be started on the Pokemon War Tournament where you get to battle the champions and stuff. That was a really good. It's no Battle Frontier, but it's a damn sure good, substitute. The only thing I would say, I feel like with the remakes, they should have stayed true to what they did with Heart Gold and Soul Silver and let your Pokemon follow you. I felt like that was something that was probably planned and left on the back burner. I have no confirmation of that, but I feel like that's probably one thing I would say they should have did better. Alright, so next we're going to go to the original Unova games, Black and White. Black and White are going to have to ride the B tier. Yeah, we'll put them in the B tier. Let's see, that's Black and that's White. And the reason, like I said, I would really want to give them an A due to the fact that they do take a fresh take on the series. You know what I'm saying? Because y'all can say that y'all hate the designs, but do you really hate Crocodile, Superior? No, you don't. You know what I'm saying? Zekrom and Reshiram, there's no way. Like I said, there are some Pokemon that, I feel like, they could have did better. I feel like there's a lot of good fan-made Pokemon that would have fit better. But anyway, really decent storyline. All right post game, especially allowing you to capture some of those familiar Pokemon later on. But this is one of the first times you get to go into a game and not really know too much about the Pokemon that you're encountering. It's like really like the first time you hopped into Gen 1, you know what I'm saying? You got to actually build a team based, as you go along, unless you got a strategy guide or looked at some of the leaks or things like that. And I feel like that's exciting. Honestly, I'd be welcome for them to do that again, honestly. Let me just go get a Pikachu. Or where as soon as I can bring a Charizard, things like that. Or I feel like it's very welcome. It's more of that challenge. And go back to the Black 2 and White 2 thing. You know what? Just for the simple fact that they actually let you change the difficulty later on. It's later on in the game. I would have put it in an S tier if it was available from the start. And that's the only game to offer that for us, to change difficulty, but having to beat the game and send the key back, that was pretty corny. I feel like if they listen to the fans, they'll understand that we always want that opportunity to make it just a little bit harder. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, they listen to us sometimes. But very welcome. I like the connectivity, you know what I'm saying? Being able to put the past and the future game together and mix the records. That was like really dope. So props to that. Okay, this time we're going to go to the original Red, Blue. And ordinarily I said I wouldn't include the third game. We're going to go ahead and put Red, Blue, and Yellow on the same tier. All right, that's Blue. Red. Now, where's the original Red? All right. Hey, I'm not that cruel. All right, so Red, Blue, and Yellow. The reason I put them in C tier, I mean, they hold a special place in my heart, but that's really all it is, with it being the first Pokemon games. But obviously, looking forward, there was so much more to desire. Having to use the link cable to trade and battle. I mean, I think that's all we had at the time, but literally it's a hassle. And how many people really didn't have friends with Game Boys? I didn't even get a Game Boy until I was in middle school officially. That was like mine. By the time I got blue version, silver version had already been out. By the time I got silver version, Ruby and Sapphire were out. You know what I'm saying? So now I get all my Pokemon games on time. But anyway, the reason, let's get back to this. Y'all don't want to hear about my story, at least in this video. But 151 Pokemon, there were a planned 200, but there was 151. Dope glitches to exploit, yes. But like I said, obviously the graphics are not up to par. Obviously. And things like that. I mean, left most of the desire. Like I said, no eggs, no hold items. Not much. I mean, you really can sweep through the game with a Nidoking. And that's going to be a whole nother video. Real limited legendaries. I'm saying without having an EXP share the whole, having an EXP all, that shit's not getting split up the right way. So I feel like it was really, really tedious to raise Pokemon in the original games. It was more of a challenge, but would you pick up Blue, Red, and Yellow to play again unless you're just running it and trying to get some better Pokemon to replay Pokemon Stadium? Probably wouldn't. Moving on. Pokemon Crystal, Gold, and Silver. I'll do these three together as well. But I'm going to let you guys know ahead of time, I'm kind of biased because Pokemon Silver / Soul Silver is my favorite game. I don't actually see... Okay, there we go. Okay, I didn't actually see Gold or Silver. Okay, so anyway, we're going to put Crystal, and we're going to put... Where's Gold? I wish I were live right now so y'all can help me find Gold. I just saw it a second ago. There it is. Gold. And let's go ahead and find Silver. Silver's going to go to the top. I'm sorry. I know. But that's more of a biased opinion. Okay, let me tell you something. I love Johto games. I love the Gen 2 games. Introducing 2 regions in 1 cartridge. Like I said, the ability to catch both legendaries on the box art. Totodile, by the way. I'm saying giving older Pokemon new evolutions like Scizor and Steelix. That's very welcome. As well as introducing some dope Pokemon such as Feraligatr, Heracross, Umbreon, letting Eevee get 2 new evolutions. That was exciting for us, introducing us to the Dark and the Steel type for the very first time. Adding a different balance to that whole situation where you could just sweep with Psychic Pokemon, And I'm saying there was so much introducing the Pokegear, the day and night cycle. There was so much. It's like every time we do Johto, it's so fresh. Even with the remix, it's just so fresh. It's so welcoming. And like I said, they didn't definitely miss. But the reason I go with silver, like I said, it's just strong to me. It's like it's something I'm really, really, fond of. I beat silver plenty of times. I still have my hard copies of silver and gold, and and things like that. I will do a silver playthrough too. Y'all stick around for that. But next up, diamond and pearl. We're gonna do platinum separate experience. Diamond, you're gonna have to go on the B tier. Where's pearl? Put that on the B tier. All right. So diamond and pearl are going to be on the B tier simply for the fact that, it was a good game. It was a very good step up graphically, of course, from the Gen 3 games. Introducing Wi-Fi connectivity for the first time. Being able to battle, like you heard, I don't really care for the link cable. I'm saying the underground mining for the stones and the fossils. Things like that. It was a very welcome addition, but like I said, I don't feel like it holds up to the rest of them. And especially if you got a chance to play platinum, you can see it doesn't hold even a candle. It's like, okay, if you play red and blue, okay, yeah, yellow's good, but it's like, okay, you ain't really missing too much. But with platinum, it's like you're missing so much. So that's why they're going to sit there with B. I feel like, they could have completed that a little bit more, and let's not even talk about the lack of fire types. All right, so we're going to go ahead and throw platinum. Last time I did the separate ones as we went on, but I'm going to go ahead and throw platinum on here so we don't have to double back to Sinnoh again. So platinum's going to get an S tier. Platinum gets an S tier because obviously it has all the good things of Diamond and Pearl and so much more. Battle Frontier, alternate form of Giratina. I'm saying a more in-depth storyline, the Reggies. I'm talking multiple legendaries. Being able to battle the gym leaders again. It's literally, like I said, one of the most ultimate Pokemon games. The only thing I would have topped it is having Pokemon follow you, and I know that's a feature that I'm just really stuck on. But I would say that's about the only L I would give Platinum, in my opinion, for its time frame. Anyway, but let's go ahead and move on to the Gen 3 games. Pretty similar situations going to happen here, all right? Let's go ahead and do Ruby and Sapphire because we're going to, of course, give Emerald a higher tier. So Ruby and Sapphire are going to have to ride the B wave. I know. A lot of people Gen 3. Some people started with Gen 3, and Gen 3 is just their favorite. All right, let me tell you something. Ruby and Sapphire was the first time we had to experience leaving Pokemon in past generations, right? So my for alligator, I had to leave back, and I'm saying that was already unwelcome, as well as the fact that I feel like the trainers were kind of bland to me. But like I said, the introduction of abilities and more in-depth breeding, like I said, different moves, updated graphics, it was welcome. But at the expense of losing some Pokemon that you really were familiar with. I didn't like it, and I understand it had to set it up so we could buy a Coliseum or buy the Leaf Green and Fire Red, but it still left so much more to desire. It was welcome for the GBA, but there's a reason nobody picks these up anymore. You know what I'm saying? As for Emerald, on the other hand, you also get the S tier. I think that's the introduction to the Battle Frontier by itself. More depth storyline going against Magma and Aqua. And that's one thing I didn't like about Ruby and Sapphire is literally, okay, one side is on Ruby, one side's good, one side's bad. Sapphire, they're opposite. And then there were those who gave me the first time you couldn't get both box legendaries. Slap in the face. I'm like, okay, if I catch Groudon now, later on I can go get Kyogre. And that wasn't the case. Also, I'm thinking, okay, after we beat Hoenn, we'll be able to travel back down to Johto. Like, it was just so much. I know a lot of my dislike came from assumptions, but nah. Like I said, didn't do it for me. But Emerald was great. Everything good about Ruby and Sapphire going forward. The ability to get one of the Johto starters upon completing your, I think it's the regional Pokedex, not the national, but the regional. And I'm saying the Delta, all that stuff is just really good in that one. And really, like I said, that's not too much to really talk about it. But like I said, if you play Emerald, you actually would not go back and play Ruby and Sapphire. Next up, Fire Red, Leaf Green. I feel like I'd be mean if I put them on B. But they left some more to desire too. I'll be fair. We'll put these on B. And I love Kanto, so don't think I'm picking on Kanto. Don't you dare think I'm picking on Kanto. Alright, so anyway, Fire and Red, welcome additions. Once again, I'm a Pokemon fan. Everyone's welcome to me. But anyway, seeing Kanto upgraded for, I think this would have been the third time we've seen Kanto updated. It was really good. It was really nice to see some of those Pokemon that we missed playing Ruby and Sapphire come back and have the ability to trade Pokemon from the home region back to the Kanto region. And the introduction of the wireless adapter, which would soon usher in the wireless connectivity of the Nintendo DS, 3DS, so on and so forth, was definitely welcome. Dislikes, post-game sucked. Just like with Ruby and Sapphire. Post-game sucked, you know what I'm saying? I did like the addition of the Sevi Islands, but I'm feeling like, okay, that would have been a great time to throw in the Battle Frontier, or at least let us take a ride down to Hoenn or something. Because after you beat Team Rocket, I mean, bro, there's really nothing left to do. You can go snatch up your birds, go snatch up your Mewtwo, do the little things so you could trade to Ruby and Sapphire, which I really feel like it was like a slap in the face. I don't feel like I needed to do a quest to get to Ruby and Sapphire. I mean, it was nice to add something. But at the same time, the biggest problem behind all that was really, I feel like, okay, it would have been different if I could have got my Blaziken right ahead. Like, I picked Leaf Green, and I decided to go with Venusaur, give it a little more of a challenge. When I got to the Elite Four, it was crazy. Had I been able to have access to that Blaziken before, it would have definitely been a better experience. I did, of course, win. I think I had to borrow my cousin's Charizard the first time. I was young, you know. I'm better at balancing teams now, but, you know, cut me a break. Next up, the best Pokemon games to ever be released, ever, for the handheld. Heart Gold and Soul Silver. So you already know, based on me saying that, it's going to be S tier. Alright, and the reason, very obvious. Pokemon following you back, multiple legendaries, being able to get both of the box art Pokemon, additional content upon mystery gifts, the Arceus thing where he creates the Palkia or Dialga or Giratina from level 1, the spiky ear Pichu bit, the special Celebi going back in time. There's just so much going on in that game. Battling Team Rocket a little bit more even after you're initially done with them. Let's see what else. There's so much. The Battle Frontiers in there. It's the Pokeathlon. I can't speak right now. I'm saying a way to go boost those stats up and earn different things. It was just a very dope experience. I mean, I love replaying the game. I wish I never sold my authentic Soul Silver back in the day. I didn't think it would be so hard to find an authentic one now with all the reproductions coming out and things like that. But like I said, I think it's a really good, dope game. If anybody just wants to start playing Pokemon right away, I would Heart Gold and Soul Silver. Very expansive. The more premier Pokemon game, Pokewalker was dope too. Being able to transfer Pokemon there and kind of getting that thing going on and being able to get items outside of the game. Connectivity with the Sinnoh games. Like I said, well worth the price they cost. Wow. Didn't think we'd be touching the one of these games right here. Let's Go Eevee, Let's Go Pikachu. Oh, I wouldn't know if I would go as far as to call that a mainline game. Alright. But let's go ahead and do it. Let's Go Eevee, Let's Go Pikachu. Yep, they are going to grab the D tier list. And let me tell you something. Let's Go Eevee, Let's Go Pikachu were pretty fun. It was nice to once again go back to the Kanto region. I'm not being sarcastic. I love Kanto. But I knew everything almost that was about to happen. They did try to add in some twists. They did give us new trainers. And what's weird, a lot of people don't understand, is in that timeline, our characters are actually doing what Red and Blue or / Green actually did. That we are the actual first Pokédex holders. A lot of people don't actually go in depth with that. But, and then once again, every Pokemon can follow you. You can even ride some Pokemon, which is really dope. The reason it's so low in my list, post-game sucks. The Master Trainers, bro, is corny to me. Being able to battle Red or Blue, and this time actually including Green, was really dope. But, like I said, left so much more to desire. And I'm saying, if it was about, like, crossing over Pokemon Go and Let's Go Pikachu, why restrict it to just the Kanto Pokemon? I can see if you could only get in the base game, only Kanto Pokemon, but I feel like you should have been able to swipe up some more of your great Pokemon Go Pokemon. If Pokemon Go was constantly updating, why not make it a base Pokemon game where you maybe add DLC for us to go to Johto or Sinnoh and all these places, or at least add something to where those Pokemon can be brought over and just some more additional content. You know what I'm saying? They could have went about that so much different. I could see if they did a Let's Go Johto, if that got announced or something like that. But I mean, I don't know if it will happen in the future, but not worth the $60, honestly. That should have been something that was in the eShop or something. It was okay for a playthrough. It's kind of fun. Maybe if you got kids. I don't got kids. I am a big kid, but I'm saying not worth the price tag. Sun and Moon. See. And that's me being nice. Sun and Moon, dope legendaries, a fresh experience not doing the gyms. I mean, I did not like not doing gyms, but it was a fresh experience doing the challenges. Instead, the totem Pokemon were dope. The introduction of Pokemon like Lycanroc was really dope. But, sorry, my voice did that little Kermit thing again. But, like I said, left way more to be desired. Post game really wasn't all that. I like the SOS battles. I mean, it's just, I like the ride Pokemon. It's the first time that they've actually X'd out HMs. They don't get a lot of credit for that. And that was definitely something us in the Pokemon community, as far as I know, definitely, didn't want to have to take up extra move slots for HMs. But that's about as much as I can give them. But Sun and Moon catch a lot of slack simply because of our next entry. Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon. We're putting those on the B tier. Yeah, right there. We're putting those in the B tier. And the reason those are going on the B tier is because, they're better than Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon, but those should have been the games that we got. Sun and Moon shouldn't even exist unless they are Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon. It's basically taking the same game, copying it and pasting it, and adding on a few new things. Giving the Krosma an ultimate form, that's dope. Adding in the challenge, because I'm not going to lie, he was a hard-ass one to deal with. When you had to battle him or whatever, when he was like alternate colors, that was crazy. But, like I said, not so much added on where it was like, you couldn't tell it was almost the exact same game. They changed some of the QR code Pokemon, let you go through the hyper wormholes to catch multiple legendaries. I love multiple legendaries, but it was not enough to get it higher on this list. Would I play it again? Absolutely. Would I recommend it as a first Pokemon game to anybody? No. Would I put it in the Hall of Fame Pokemon games? No. Alright, we're down to our last two sets of games. I know you're about tired of hearing me talk, but if you aren't, feel free to like and subscribe so I can, go in depth with even more Pokemon things. I got more Pokemon content coming, more Pokemon Showdown videos, more Pokemon card trading unboxes. Of course, once I can get cards, but you scalpers are crazy, so we'll see when that happens. X and Y, the Kalos, the first time we're seeing Pokemon in full 3D. The introduction of Greninja. We love Greninja. I don't know why it's not in Sword and Shield. X and Y, you're going to have to ride the C. You are going to have to ride the C tier. And the reason behind that is because you're an incomplete game. I don't make excuses for incomplete games. Honestly, like I said, the 3D was nice, but first you make it a cakewalk. Yeah, somebody give us a Lucario with the Megastone already, so we're pretty much sweeping through the game. Somebody gives us a Lapras. We get a second starter at the beginning of the game. In the beginning of the game. Really? Once you get to the Friend Safari, you can catch whatever you want pretty much. You know what I'm saying? Including additional starters going forward. It's just like, so you would think they would top it off with a dope post game. You had such a dark story, one of the darkest stories, but it's like you didn't even capitalize off of that. And we're thinking, okay, it's going to be cool because we know there's going to be a Z. Except for Pokemon Z never came. They tried to slide it in the middle of Sun and Moon, having us getting these cores and everything. That wasn't good enough for me. And I can say that I am an entitled Pokemon fan. Yes, I am. But, like I said, way too much left to desired. I would replay it again if I could do it for the channel. I haven't been able to figure out the whole Citra and the 3DS thing. If there's some real tutorials, help your boy out. But I'd play it again for you guys. But I wouldn't sit here and play it again for myself. And then, like I said, once again, they were the one set of games that were actually sabotaged by the Pokemon Company. Like, they had actually, like I said, they were rendered irrelevant by their next release, Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire. Like, okay, they come out, and then they change the whole league. The whole online scene just basically, it goes away. It's like, okay, now we're doing the Kalos League, and the ORAS League. And we're not going to patch X and Y so you can use those new megas that we made you buy the game to go get. No new moves, nothing. We're not patching anything for you. If you want to play X and Y, you're going to only be able to play with X and Y. But other than that, we're forcing you to upgrade. Sabotaged by your own company. But that's our only time tiptoeing into Kalos, period. which is completely, that's not right. Our last game, Sword and Shield, the most controversial game ever made for Pokemon series, simply for the fact it literally excludes some Pokemon. It's different not to have them in the base game, but to not be able to have them at all was crazy. But you're probably thinking I'm about to put it on the D tier or C tier. We're going to put Sword and Shield on the B tier. And the reason there, I'll give them a chance. You really got to get the DLC. I know it sucks, man, that you got to pay for more, but the DLC adds so much more. A lot of what it's missing. Adding in a good bit of those missing Pokemon, giving you the ability to catch all the legendaries, get the Regis as well. I mean, a few different side quests, different raid Pokemon, like additional story content off of the already game. That's what takes it from alright to a pretty good game. You know what I'm saying? Having gyms back is something I definitely, was welcome to, of course. Having the tournament and things like that. There's so much going right for that game, but we always focus on what's wrong. No, it doesn't look like, okay, they could have did it better. Like, they had games in the GameCube and the Wii that looked better than Sword and Shield graphically, but I'm saying, let's give them some time. I mean, let's not use Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl as the standard or whatever. Let's not do that. Let's give them a chance to do the next game. But I think they should take, awareness of the quality that they have, the power of that system. I feel like they definitely should be able to take care of. It was definitely a little underwhelming. A lot more on the easier side. But the DLC definitely does make up for it. But we're going to go ahead, and like I said, that's my tier. The S tier is the Alpha Sapphire, Omega Ruby Silver, Platinum, Emerald, Heart Gold, Soul Silver. And like I said, I mean, of course, everybody else is different. If you want to, you feel like you disagree with any of those, definitely, hit me up in the comments. Tell me what you think I did wrong, what I did right, anything like that. But this is MC Golem. There's definitely going to be more content coming to the channel soon. But I'll kind of show you guys how deep I am into this Pokemon. I'm not somebody that just hopped on to become a PokeTuber. Like, I should have been doing this. And there's a lot of growth, of course, and a lot, to catch up to. But we're going to try to do that. So, like, comment, and subscribe. MC Golem out.